Hello and welcome to Mayhem Gaming's I almost said Planescape. Leagues Underneath. Last episode, our lovely adventurers here were exploring some sort of interesting cavernous location that was very neatly taken care of. I will just double check that the sound is working before I continue. Very neatly taken care of. I will just double check that the sound. Can everyone else talk for a second? Just so very neatly taken care of. I will just Can everyone else talk for a second?
Yes.
Just so very
Hello.
neatly taken care of. I will just Can everyone else talk? Fantastic. So, they were exploring the depths of a very well-maintained cavern. Upon attempting to move further up in this cavern, they were spotted and immediately devoured by the shadow creature that was maintaining the area, as they do not fit the aesthetic that exists in that area. They then woke up in the infirmary of Aquarius, where they began this journey and were also told that they've been in a coma for 4 days. The adventures that they have experienced up until this point did not happen, as they all fell into a coma after an accident occurred with the getting to know you games that they played at the very start of meeting each other, and they've been recovering since then. Their families are not currently with them, as they obviously it's been 4 days, not going to stay there the entire time, and are just returning from having got themselves some food. The nurse that has been with the majority of you, although I will make a note that Zeke did wander off for a bit, but has since returned and is now playing checkers with Titus and Reggie. The nurse that has been with you for this entire time looks over you all and says, "Please do not overwork yourselves. I understand that this is all a bit overwhelming, coming back and realizing that you're not okay, but then that something's happened and sometimes you get a bit confused. Please do not do anything strenuous. I'm just going to step out and speak with your families, and then I will come back and check on you all. We'll see how we're going. We just want to keep you under observation for a little while longer, and then you'll be able to go back to networking as you should be during this time." She looks at each of you and then swims out, closes the infirmary door behind her. You guys are now alone for the first time since waking up. So Titus, Reggie, Zeke are in one area playing checkers. Vivi, you wake up in a bed next to Carla. Davey is with you. He seems to be also just waking up himself. And Carla, obviously you've been awake for this period of time. So we're going to start with that. Vivi waking up. What are you feeling in this moment?
Like really confused. She remembered bits and pieces of this dream where she was on an adventure with the people who she was having a get to know you game with. Davy's just kind of sitting on her chest, rubbing his little eepy eyes with his little tentacles and whatnot, and then he kind of just tentacle paps Vivi in the face, making sure that she's okay. Her eyes hurt because she's imagining it's really bright in here, so she's just kind of keeping her eyes closed.
It's kind of a mid-light, so the nurse recognizes that you guys aren't all from the same condition, so it's not as bright as you would expect a normal infirmary to be,
Okay.
knowing that you're going to be here, but it is still not shadow. It is enough that people can see, but not enough that it's blinding for you.
She's kind of testing her eyeballs just a little bit. She's gonna keep them closed just for the meantime. She'll see through Davy because it doesn't. Davy kind of just looks at Kala, and he reaches out and does a tentacle pap on the hand. Vivi kind of just goes, "What happened?"
Well, my dear, we're trying to figure that out because we seem to all concur that we're not where we're supposed to be. The boys don't really. Well, the boys have their own experience, but you know how I listen into the music of the universe? The song of creation? There's no song in here. All there is the unending, eternal stomps of the heartbeat of the darkness.
That is metal as fuck. Sorry. That was just the way you described that was metal as fuck.
You're
Anyway,
welcome.
continue as you were.
Casting
So,
detect magic through Davy.
Okie dokie. What exactly are you trying to discern? Just so that I can give you a bit more of a.
She says there's no. She says there's no life in this room, correct?
She's saying
Um,
it's more so. You know how if you're walking through a forest and suddenly you don't hear the birds, and you notice that.
Yeah, that means that means a whole lot of shit.
The music
So
of the
she's making.
the music of creation is the birds for Carla.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So she is particularly in tune for it. It's not something that like a casual wanderer would notice, but it's something that someone who's in tune with the existence surrounding. It's not that there's nothing there, it's that there's an absence of what there should be. It's an ominous kind of you're kind of getting from how Carlos described it. There's something ominous here that isn't what should be here.
I'm trying to detect if there's like a more magic presence, not as somebody.
I'm just gonna check something real quick.
Somebody's watching us. If there's somebody magical here, if we're being monitored by magical means, not because besides there being a nurse or doctors or what have you.
There is no one else in the room with you as far as you can tell. Spell penetrate. So, you're in a room of a castle. You get the idea that like the door. It doesn't seem like there's anyone on the other side of the door, because your magic would be able to see through the door. The walls, however, you're like, I might not be able to see through that, but I'm not getting anything from the other side of that barrier, so those barriers may just be blocking me. Nothing particularly magical in the room. Other than people's accoutrements that would show up. Give me,
So
actually, what's your passive perception?
Passive would be a 13. It's rather
Yeah,
low
that's all
since we're only.
That's all you
Yeah,
get.
it's yeah. I'm only since I had a split. It's low. Okay. So nothing's really watching us.
Actually, what's your passive perception?
Oops, sorry.
You guys, Zeke, Titus, Reggie, you are obviously in the same room. You will hear Vivi and Carla talking, so if there's anything that you wish to interject as this is happening, you absolutely can.
This place means absolutely the worst. For luck and who knows what else.
Titus, would you mind describing the creature to Vivi? I don't know that I could do it justice, as you are familiar with the creature.
Are you talking about the creature that ate you guys?
Yes.
Wait, we got eaten? I don't remember that part.
Sorry, I thought I said that. Yeah, you guys got consumed whilst searching through the corridory things because you got noticed by the creature. It basically immediately swam up and just went chomp. I will make a note for Titus before you start describing this creature. It's not something that you see normally when you're doing your vent work. This was weird and new, but describe as you wish.
Oh, gotta find it. Well, I've never seen one of these things before. It's very curious. But I always have to say it's a very big, ominous thing. It didn't have look like legs. It was like a sluggish like thing, right?
More you know those little fuzzy things on string that you can kind of whip around, and they seem to have like no bones. They've got the tiny little googly eyes on them, and they're made out of like pipe cleaner material.
Okay.
The way that it moved was like one of that, but it was kind of like a wispy snake.
It was kind of like a sea snake, but it was very big, nasty looking. It gobbled us all up in one bite. So, I, I've never once seen the creature before. So, very peculiar. But who knows? We could have all just been having one giant weird nightmare.
That I don't know where if this is real or if this is not real right now, but I have things from that time. I will pull a box of nails from my bag that
Here. Here, Davey's gonna kind of scuttle off of Vivi, and he's gonna scuttle over to you, and then he's gonna ball up his little tentacle, and then he's gonna pop you in the knee.
Did I get hit in the knee by a squid?
Octopus.
Yes.
Octopus, but yes.
Continuing. This came
You
this
felt
came
bad.
with me. This was not with me until we got to that warehouse. I might have borrowed it from there a bit, just a little. But this wouldn't be here.
Actually, what would be memory? Let's go with everyone doing just a general intelligence check for me, except for Titus.
14.
13.
13.
12.
18.
10, 9.
Okay. Most of you, if all of you, I've set it as like a 10. As Reggie's talking about this, you kind of examine everyone. Titus has healed, but giant scars across one of his eyes that you'll know he didn't start with because you remember it. You remember how he got them. He got them in the fight with Obsidian. Except his eye was blacked out during that. His eye is not blacked out anymore. It looks normal at the moment. But those scars were creepy and weird, and they just look like normal scars now. So it is not just... That one's the more obvious of the things, but also the box of nails are the two kind of things that are being shown off as being weird right now, that you will have from your memories.
My checker set correct
Yes.
because Zeke has children. I kind of view his checker set being a checker set with a lot of pieces missing and then replaced with chess pieces and stuff like that.
Your checker set is as you expect it to be. Like,
Okay.
it's in the state it was last time you used it.
Okay, so Reginald's going to see that, and it's going to be like one side checker pieces and then the other side random chess pieces with like a seashell being used as a missing piece.
Who was the child that got taken away from me?
Steve. But none of the kids are here right now.
I was gonna say that would have been the ultimate test if Steve was still around. We still had Steve.
He's gonna start moving pieces, and he's gonna point at one of them referred to Reginald, and he's gonna show it's just a regular checkers piece. He's like, "All right, so here's what I think's going on. This checker piece is us.
Okay.
Okay,
I follow bully.
Nice.
All right, follow.
all these chess pieces. I don't know how to play chess, but I know it's more complicated than this. They're like the blackness. You know the thing is in Titus's eye.
All right. Okay. I follow. All right.
Okay, so your dad came out of my vase again. What was in that vase beforehand was just the blackness that was like the same around his eye. Same stuff.
Right. All right.
I think that turned into him, or it's making it to where all of us have that on our eyes now and are seeing that. So he looks at his board again and he turns it, he turns it around to where you have the chess pieces on your side. And he's like, we need to flip this. And we need to be these pieces that can do more and not these.
Though I don't necessarily understand how we or you got here, I understand this. That makes sense. We
Titus,
did get.
didn't you see something?
When we got
If you guys
swallowed,
are
Titus.
talking to me, there was a long lag right there, so I don't know what's happening.
Did you see
that was
something?
weird.
Is all we asked you related to dark sandiness and or darkness? Is that right, Zeke?
Yeah, like when you had that stuff in your eye, did you see anything?
Holy machitos.
All right, so it did make you see something.
Look at this. I believe it was only the chief this.
You did attempt to see other things, and there was a little moment whilst that was happening that it kind of fast flicked through a bunch of stuff, but the only thing that you could concretely see, because you've only tried it once and it didn't go well that time, was the chiefess.
Yeah. Only the chief this ever.
But she wasn't like really there with us, obviously.
Holy shit is being very legendary. Taking out fools left and right. Ugh.
I gotta ask though, are you guys like a couple?
Oh, no. Yeah.
Because it kind of looked like you guys are kind of a couple with what was just going on before they left.
No, this is not true.
Are we having this conversation while we're like in the middle of whatever you just described hallucination? Are we
I'm just
prioritizing
saying,
here?
was she acting the
Well,
same
we are
like
safe
that she
right
would?
now.
Safe with what? We don't even know if those. If I do not know if my mother is my real mother.
I mean, we can
You know
find
walk
out.
over-
Oddly frustrating that is.
I walk over to Reggie and go, snip out of it, man. Go,
I would like to dodge those.
Uh,
and I would like to contest this.
okay, go right ahead. Either way.
What do you want us to do?
So roll an attack and he can roll his dex.
Okay.
If you're slapping him 3 times, roll 3 for me. So both of you.
So wait, what do you want me to roll against this?
Your acrobatics, I suppose.
I rolled a 23 to hit. I don't.
I rolled a 1 to make it a 5. So
Okay, so
I think I leaned in.
you are like, okay, Titus is about to slap me. I need to dodge. But you're thinking about, like, how am I dodging right now? And he just full connects. You don't take any damage because he's not trying to hurt you. But you do feel a sting of pain. It's noticeable. And
You have a red mark that half a foot long across your face.
you
I don't have a half a foot across my face, I don't think.
I mean, you have a pretty big snout. You're a hippo.
Your whole face, then.
All right.
You do remember for a moment, like, oh, things aren't supposed to hurt in dreams. But then you're like,
Ow!
that just fucking hurt.
Ow!
Yes, we are back. You feel hurt?
What do you mean? Yes, that hurt. That's not. I didn't think that was a question. So, oh my. All right, I am terrible confused now because that felt real, which is good. That feels real, but this situation is not real. So what the hell is going on around there?
We're seeing what they want us to see.
He hit me because he wanted to hit me.
Well,
Does
that's
that make
us.
me
That's
not
not
real?
him. I could go over and hit you too, but I'm not gonna.
I mean, that's what Davey tried to do with the fisticuffs, and you still see him trying to jab at your knee and whatnot.
All I know is that, like, my kids, they're not in my pouch right now trying to do a rave party, and that's usually wrong. So that to me already tells me that I don't think those are my kids. And that is the first time I've ever said that.
All right.
So,
I don't think that's my mother either, but it sounds worse for you, so I should calm down a bit.
We could find out. Like, of the ones that we've seen so far, how many of them do we care about?
Okay, so if you tell me that this is not a real place, and things seem off, okay. I'm just gonna walk out of the room.
Is anyone gonna try and stop him?
No,
I'm gonna-
let's see what happens.
No.
Great. You walk out of the room and you see, as you open the door, the nurse conversing with a couple of different families members. Reggie's mum is there. Zeke's kids are there. Carla's little sister is there. Vivi doesn't have anyone, so they're all kind of chatting in that little section. The nurse looks at you and says, Sir Titus, we would ask that you not leave. We do not want you to do anything strenuous.
What? A leisurely stroll. A leisurely stroll is nothing strenuous. I'm going to see the chiefess now. I will see you in a moment. I, with the hesitation to see what happens, just begin to head off in my, because I have a room, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, you do. Take a guard with you just so in case any confusion happens. And a guard will start following you.
Okay.
Now, I just want to check.
to A3.
I just want to check, Titus. Your only plan is to go to your room right now.
Well, don't we all, me and the
Yeah, no.
chiefess
I'm saying you're not wanting to take any detours or anything. Your only thought in Titus's head right now is, I'm going to my room.
Yeah.
Cool. It takes you less than 5 minutes to get there.
Mm-hmm. Start looking into it, seeing if the chiefess is around.
She is. Her back is to the door. Also, Zeke, I just want to make an aside. That was cool as shit, referencing the chess. I'm really liking what you guys are doing today. You can all have an inspiration.
oh, thanks.
Yay.
So, she's got her back to the door. she seems to be just sharpening her axe right now.
Hmm.
Titus, are you going
These
to
ones are
stand?
full.
Are you going to stand in the doorway, or are you coming in?
I walk forward and just. Hmm. So how long have I been out for?
She turns to look at you, and then leans and looks past you. You may go. And ushers off the guard, and then looks at you. You are awake. This is good. You've been out for about 4 days. Not the worst of your nap times, but you know, we are in polite company, not the greatest.
Yeah.
She walks up and hugs you.
Aww.
I hug her
Aw.
back and I proceed to. It's a gentle, but I'm not letting go.
Mhm.
And I'm fully in Titus's mind. They said that this is a dream,
Mhm.
or this isn't real.
Mhm.
In that case, Titus would think, okay, then this is dream.
Mhm.
Testing theory.
Okay.
And looks at her and full on goes in for a kiss.
Okay.
Aw.
She accepts and returns the kiss. You feel her hands come up to your face, and you feel a moment of hesitation right before the kiss happens, but accepts and returns it for as long as you wish to give it. Why do
This
you
happens. It is good to see you. I've been told I have to go back to infirmary. But I would not take no for an answer without seeing you. So, there.
Things are good here.
Good. I am going to lay back down. I believe there's more medicine for me to take. But, fuck. I will see you in a little bit.
Titus,
But dinner. Yes.
she kind of reaches out before you go. We can continue like this.
I'm sorry, DM. My headset isn't working, so I have you through my TV, and I didn't hear you say it again.
She said, we can continue like this.
Mm.
It's
Need
an
a little
option.
bit more rest. Not feeling quite right. But I'm going to take you up on the offer.
Not what I meant. Not that.
Well,
I
you're
mean,
very misleading there. You make it sound like you and me were about to break that bed.
no. I. You don't have to go back, even if you go back to the infirmary.
Oh, yeah. No, I have no reason.
You do not have to go back, even if you go back to the infirmary. Go and get some rest. And she turns her back on you again, and continues sharpening her axe.
Is that ominously 3 times to me? This is. And I walk in and I begin to sit straight down onto my bed that I woke up in, and I'm staring 1,000-yard stare.
Okay. You got back in an even shorter amount of time than it took you to get to your rooms, but I'm presuming you closed the door to keep the family members out again.
Yeah, it was shutting the door, going through. We sit back down. I'm just 1,000-yard stare, not saying anything. Just.
Insight check.
I think you may be right. Yeah, no, I did not get smacked. I kissed the chiefess right on the mouth. This first time.
What did you use as an opportunity to live out of your dream?
Don't you question my motives? I knew for sure if it was dream, it would happen because I wish for it to happen. But
Oh,
This would have definitely smacked the shit out of me the moment I laid kiss. Even if she would have kissed me back, it would have been a punch first. I'm
Zeke
not so
takes one
sure.
of the
Zeke, what?
Oh, what
Zeke
what
I
takes
think you
one
are
of the
about how
becoming
love
more and more
works?
smarter, and I think I have to listen to you more and more, Reggie. I don't know why I'm going with this accent, but I went with it now.
I do. Good
Hmm.
man. Good man. All right. Good. I'm glad you worked it out for what you needed.
By the way, DM, I rolled on my own a d20 and I rolled a 1 to see if I'd be able to gauge this role playing wise, and it's just like this is the way I'm going.
Oh,
So
good.
just to let you know, in case you think I'm going in that direction, that's where Titus thinks because he's not the smartest cookie. It's been crumbling for a while.
The
He's a
only
bit stale.
Oh,
yeah, that's sad and cute. I would just add, would Titus share anything that was said?
Oh yeah. Especially the end part that she repeated it 3 times to me.
Yeah.
But it seemed like it was different variations of like, but you can stay.
Yeah.
Stay. And it's like, this is,
Zeke, you want
I
to say
would love
something?
to.
well, he's when he said that he went and kissed the chiefess, Zeke's gonna look really confused and take just the closest checker piece to the knight that he moved and put it under the knight and just stare at it and not know what to do.
Yeah.
God, I really gotta just learn this fucking game. I don't think that's how it's supposed to work, though.
Reggie, you had your hand up first, then we'll go to Bibi.
Carla, you have a sibling out there, right? Right, that's the thing, correct?
yes, at this point in time, I do believe my little sister was still staying with me with her nurse. Or a nanny,
If
rather.
would you think about having a singular chat with them, and I will do the same with my mother, and see what we get.
All of you, by the way, just got a mayhem die from Cregan.
Oh, that was nice of them.
So that's
Thank you,
a
Cregan.
D8 to use along with the inspiration you just got from me.
Oh, wait, we all
Thank
get
you.
a mayhem thingy?
You all got a mayhem thingy, yes.
Aw, thank you,
Yay!
Cregan.
Our bounty overflows.
But
He's got like 45k in points with our channel, so he's just using the boss.
so, Carla, would you want to see what happens?
If I'm being entirely honest, no, but I think it is a wise decision nonetheless.
Okay, so
All right,
can I intervene
Yep.
just a little bit?
Yep.
Go
As
ahead.
soon as Reggie and Kala, are you guys gonna have your parents come in, or are you gonna go out and go see your family?
I want to go outward just because this this all seems weird anyway to just, but again, I know at least a bit of this castle.
So, as soon as they go out, I'm gonna Davy's gonna turn invisible, and he's going to leave as soon as that door opens. Yeah, as soon as that opens.
Okay.
So he's gonna do a little recon. So Vivi looks like she's kind of sleeping because her eyes are closed at the moment. So she's being tired.
Resting. She's resting, yeah.
Yeah, she's resting. So while Davy's out, sneaks out, she's gonna do some recon through Davy.
Okay.
Nice.
Because she kind of wants to check out a couple of the places that they've been to see if there's still any changes, and kind of check on the well, she wants to check on the royals, she wants to check out all their rooms. Who was one of the people that we were what was her name, what was the maid's name?
Milbury?
Mulberry, she wants to check on Mulberry. She wants to check on the ballroom. The area where they fell through, that was in the ballroom, correct?
Mhm.
So she's gonna try to check every single place that they've been to before they had to get out of Dodge.
All good. As Davy is invisible, he is not given an escort. Because he is not given an escort, as he starts to wander, he keeps wandering and wandering and turning down halls to find more halls and more halls and more halls. Even though you think
Okay,
that
now it
you've got
sounds like you're saying more holes.
halls, Halls.
Oh God, don't say holes.
Thinking that
More
like
and more holes.
oh, you
Oh.
you thought that you had a general bearing of this place, but as Davy continues on, it's like maybe I just didn't know the layout of this place, and he gets increasingly lost. You continue on with that. I'm gonna go over to Carla first for your interaction with your sister. Are you taking her to the side or just nearby where you guys are?
I think she would take her over maybe to like a window seat where they can see out into the ocean.
Okay.
Just maybe like a little.
So not too far away though. You're not going
Nah.
We
to a
are in the
specific location.
ocean.
Well, yeah. You can see the
Wait.
outside, yeah. So
Yeah,
you
it's
guys
like-
go and sit down. This lovely little correctly organized mermaid child sits in front of you, kind of flipping her tail a little bit and just, I'm glad you're awake.
I'm glad to be awake, little fish.
Little fish. Are you okay now?
Perhaps they want me to stay in the sick place for a little while longer. Are you okay?
I'm okay now. You're okay. You can take care of me.
Oh, Kella's gonna feel like a little twinge in her heart at that. Yes, I'll take care of you, dear one.
The others
You
have
know
been
I will.
busy, so they haven't had
What have
the
the others been?
I don't know. They're like talking to people and then talking to other people and then meeting some other people
That's-
from those first people and then talking to them.
Our big sisters have been doing that.
Yeah.
That's peculiar. They weren't supposed to come for another month. When did they get here?
I think they got here while you were asleep. But I haven't been able to be like my nurse is sick, so I've been by myself, so I've been just kind of waiting so that you would be with me so you can take care of me. We'll stay together.
Yes, as soon as I am well, we will stay together, okay?
I can stay with you and help. I can help you get better. I can bring you food.
You can bring me food. That would be lovely. But
Great.
this is the sick room, so I don't want you to catch any sickness. So once I am better, we will go back to the room and we will take care of each other. How's that sound, sweetie?
Great. I will stand watch and make sure all the good betterness gets to you.
That's my little minnow.
And then we can sing together.
That would be lovely. It's been a while.
Okay. You doctor's orders. Dr. Brenner's orders. You get better. Go back to the infirmary. And I will be here. Or
All right.
in the kitchen. Or in our rooms. Or doing something else. But I will be here when you need me.
All right. Kala is gonna. She knows this is more than likely someone just manipulating her, but she's still going to bring her sister in for a pretty tight hug. She's been missing her real family for a bit.
The hug is returned with the same amount of love and tightness that you would expect from Brenna. And Brenna's just like, we'll be together, and it'll be great. Once you're better.
Once I am better, yes. Now go find Nanny. She could probably use your kind little face.
Yes. And I will be back to be Dr. Brenna later.
Okay.
She kind of swims off a little bit. And she seems to be happier than before you approached to talk to her.
It's so sad, but so sweet at the same time.
She swims off. Reggie. Your mum.
So I would probably take my mom out to something that is close, a room that is not terribly far, but is just kind of also like out looking over, the water.
She swims with you. No problems getting to where you're trying to go. It's a private, semi-private kind of observatory vibe. It's still enclosed, but you have view to the outside.
Okay. And is it just me and her?
It is just you and her.
Okay. So I Mother, can we sit down? It's been very confusing, just a bit.
Of course, Wedgie. And she kind of swims you to a side of it where there's a little bit of crafted bench. She kind of just swims next to you, floating a bit. They did say that there would be a little bit of confusion.
A bit, but I feel like at least I have a moment with you to clear some things.
Of course.
And I also saw Father, who again just stuck as normal. He was different than the last time I saw him. Just he'd been odd.
Well, I would think, Reginald, that odd is one of your father's most prominent personality features.
That I understand, and I know that's why you have found a home and a heart with him, but just more that his naivete got him into a bit of trouble. That's all. He is overtly referring to his dad with the markings and the tattooed eyes.
I think sometimes, Reginald, you see your father's naivete and think it a weakness. However, your father, whilst creating that image for himself, and obviously the majority of it is real, he does occasionally have moments that he knows that he is steering this family right. And he's definitely not the captain of this ship, but he is the first mate, and I do have him for guidance when I need him. He is not steering us wrong if you follow his path.
I know that you'd say that, Mother, and it's not wrong to think in this situation.
When you are well, we can find you a match. Find you a home beyond the home that we've created for you. Someone that would suit you.
I appreciate that, Mother. I very much do. I think I think there's something. I just want to run a question by you. Have you ever had a time where you felt like you needed to make a decision? You didn't know how poorly the outcome would be, but you were firm in having to make the decision.
Yes.
How did you go through with it?
She kind of looks at you for a moment and then smiles sadly. I knew that this would be a challenge. But I didn't have time. It was easier to do it this way. Whatever decision you make, I would ask that you not interfere with the decisions of others.
Cal, would you give me odds or evens?
Carlos, odds or evens?
Yeah, you want to give me odds or evens?
Just pick odd or even.
Uh,
I think is what
I
it
can't
means.
decide right now.
Odds. Also, I say go for it.
Oh, I know what's gonna happen.
Okay. I very much understand having to make the tough call, not having the ability to share it with everyone. I get that very much. And I don't wish to interfere as long as what I care about remains. I love you, Mother.
As I love you. And I do, Reginald. I do. You are so bright. And you have so much potential. I could find you happiness.
I know. I know you could. Maybe even more than you know. Come,
She
let's...
swims up and touches your face as she did before. Please. Allow their decisions to be their own. And then she starts to move away.
I'll go back to the infirmary. Just give me a moment.
Thank you. You need rest. It's going to be a long healing process.
Does she leave the room?
She leaves the room.
I will save you, Mother. Even if it means from yourself. And I will go back.
I love how we're all in denial.
You take seconds. It took you maybe a minute with your mother to get where you were going. Without her, it takes you seconds to get back to the infirmary. It seems like you
You-
open the door, the next door down is where you need to be. So you're sent back
I
there.
know what's going on.
Do I notice the passage of time on that?
Yeah, 100%. You all notice the fact that things aren't moving in a linear sense. So we've got, I've talked to Titus, I've talked to Reggie, I've talked to Carla. Vivi knows that Davey is on the loose. Are you going to call him back at any time, or are you just going to let him continue?
3 things.
Yes.
Do I see any doors?
You do see doors,
Good.
and he's gone through some doors. So
Are there different rooms?
most of them seem kind of hallway-y, but since he is searching for so much, nothing seems to be
So okay, so
get
so
there.
far we've seen doors,
Mhm.
and there's just more hallways.
Yeah.
Are there any other fish?
Yes, there are.
Do they look like guards?
No.
Do they look like servants?
No.
Do they look like civilians?
They look like nobility.
Like higher nobility?
Roll
Or-
me an insight check.
Fuck yeah. Insight. I can't do spells because I'm focusing on Davy at the moment. 15.
You remember suddenly, as Davy is exploring and you see the face of someone that you've definitely seen before. You remember hearing before you went down into that cabin that some more people had come back. Some more of the nobles. Not everyone, but some more of them had come back. And you're pretty sure the guy that you just passed was one of the ones that had just come back.
Are his eyes black?
No. So,
They look normal?
they look normal. I will note also you met, or at least Zeke has spoken to Reginald's father, whose eyes were black, and he had no
Mhm.
tattoo, no marking. He looked fine.
He looked fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, his
Does
eyes
it-
were black?
Weren't.
No.
Weren't.
Weren't. Okay, sorry.
So, time out. When you said eyes were black, Vivi kind of was just staring at you, and her tentacles were kind of going like this over her eyes because her eyes are permanently black. So that was the only hole in that whole thing that you said. Because she was waiting for you to just look at her, and she was just like, "Hello,
Yeah, but
eyes are black."
your eyes are normally like that is the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So doors and hallways. I wrote that. So does it look like any of the hallways are repeating themselves?
Give me an investigation for that one.
Investigation.
And Zeke will be coming up to you after I've finished doing this kind of
24.
24. To begin with, it doesn't seem like they're repeating, but then you get to a point where you're like, I've walked through 3 different doors. This is the exact same filigree and the exact same curving of these places. There's enough spacing between them so it looks new, but this is definitely the same. So it's not a continuous same. It's enough to kind of like, if you're not focusing on it, you won't notice that it's the same.
Like it's kind of looping.
Yeah.
In a way.
Yeah.
Another question. When the people vanished, did they vanish before the games or after the games?
After the games. It was during the opening ceremony meeting. The whole world went black. The black went away. You guys were still there. The other people disappeared.
So the fish that I just went past, that he was one of the ones that were gonna go missing.
He's one of the ones that did go missing and has been since reported back in your potential coma, had been reported as being back now.
Okay. I'm gonna have Davy try to go back the way he came.
Okay. Question for you.
Yes.
Are you wanting Davy to come back to the infirmary, or are you wanting him to come back the way he came?
I want him to come back the way he came.
Okay. Then he'll continue to wander for a bit.
I'm testing out a hypothesis.
Okay.
And if he's still wandering for like about 60 seconds, then I'm gonna have him come back to the infirmary.
Okay, so he does go backwards through the rotation for a good minute or so, and then you're like, actually just come back to the infirmary. Within 30 seconds, he's back at the door. And I'd say he's been gone for at least 10 minutes.
He was gone for 10 minutes.
Whilst you're processing that, I'm going to go to Zeke. Zeke, you're playing with your faux chess checkers shell set. Your kids are outside. What are you doing?
So, well, I was thinking like before they're coming back, he's gonna kind of just flip his board with all the pieces on it. Just it's not helping anymore for him, and he's gonna like, "Hey, Reginald, hey, it looks. What do you think about?" And he just looks and he sees he's gone. He's like, "Steve's Titus," and he walks over to Titus. And you're like, "Hey, Titus, so we both think that this ain't real, right?"
Well, I don't think so, but if it is, I wouldn't mind staying.
Oh,
It's pretty good here.
Okay, yeah,
Same.
but it's not real though.
What?
Like if it's not real, then it's like we're just seeing things. And if we're seeing things, whether it's things we want to see, things we don't want to see, how do you think we could prove it that it is? I have a theory. I think you'd probably be the easiest one to carry it out.
What do you mean by this?
Well, one of these people here that's not related to anybody, we could, unalive them.
You're allowed to say kill, just so you know.
Oh, I know.
So
He's so used to saying not
to kill the
unalive
chiefs,
because
they
of
said that I
kids.
just said that I wish to possibly stay. Why would you ask me this? Why would you ask this of me? There we go.
I'm not really wanting to ask you to do the deed. I really just want to ask you to help.
Oh, so you want me to kill your family member?
Oh,
I put a hand on his shoulder. My friend, for you, I will drive an X into your family's head. Quick and
I will say he did specify someone who wasn't family. To kill someone that wasn't family.
I stick by what I say.
Okay.
all right. Titus, here, look. All I got here are kids.
Oh, Titus does not kill the children.
Well, I don't want you to.
Too easy.
I'm just saying that's all I got that's here. The closest thing I got to family to that is Kala, that's it. I don't want you to kill Kala. That's not what I mean at all. But
No, no. Why would I? No, Kara is friend. She seems
I-
normal. We've been here.
to test this, I think we could go outside, find somebody we don't know, and just, be done with it and see if they turn to black dust.
And if we don't, then we have their body on our hands.
And I got a vase, so we need to pick something that's small enough to go in the vase.
Was waiting for that.
As this conversation.
Kind of.
Also,
Vivi
it's
just raises her
possible
hand.
that I could get my, my buddy that gives me my powers to help bring him back. I don't know. I don't know if that's possible. I've never done stuff like that,
Hey, Z,
but maybe he has.
have you tried contacting your buddy?
Yeah, he did the last session.
Did he?
Yeah.
What was the response?
You said I didn't feel anything.
Was this before or after you went through? Did I give you the message?
I didn't get a message.
Okay, so
When he got to the kitchen.
oh yeah,
I mentioned-
you got the he's
Did I?
surfing message.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, cool. I was just making sure that had actually happened because I wrote it out specifically in case you did contact your god.
Yeah. That one he got. I thought it was something like else.
That's all good then. Yeah, no. You got an away
So
message from your
gnarly.
god.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I don't know what's a better way to prove it. I mean, it does sound like, it. I just don't know.
Yeah. Before we start having me chop hits, there are two things I want to try. I'm not the smartest. But it's an idea that I may think of. Why don't you come with me?
All
We're
right.
going to be walking the grounds outside.
You're not gonna kill me, are you?
Vivi,
I just want to make sure.
you are in the room. If you want to say something to them, you can.
I've already done that. Vivi kind of
Going
just
outside?
opens her eyes.
Oh
Vivi
shit.
kind of. Vivi kind of opens her eyes just a little bit, and then you just see Davy just just pop back into the room, and he's all his spectacular bright red self. She's kind of gonna slowly get up and get out of bed, and then she's going to open the door. I don't have problems opening the door, right?
Door opens just fine.
Are
As
we
I'm-
getting back
I-
about then too, or no?
Yeah, it's about now
As
that
we-
you guys come back as well. I'm trying to converge on this.
As she
So
kind
you
of
have
walks into the
gone
door.
outside.
Give me 1 second. I want to see something. She's casting detect magic as she opens the door. Does she see the nurse?
The nurse is there, yeah.
Is she magical?
No.
Are the wall? She kind of peers down one hallway and then the other hallway. Do the hallways look magical?
Not particularly.
Not particularly. What about the guards?
No.
No.
This all seems
goes-
regular and normal.
Regular or normal. And Reggie's coming back.
Reggie's coming back. Carla's probably coming back at the same time as well.
Like in split seconds.
Probably
Yeah, like-
within a few seconds of each other. Yeah, they're not coming
Okay.
back at the exact same time because they did go off in different directions. But yeah.
I keep the door open and I wait for Kala and Reggie to walk in because I want to tell them the same thing before I say to Zeke and Titus. As soon as they come in, I smile to the nurse and close the door.
Mhm.
I had Davy go and do a little looky-loo around the castle, or tried to look around the castle. Just hallways. Hallways upon hallways upon hallways, even looking through doors, it's just more hallways. which is weird because you would have think you would come to at least another room or something.
Hmm.
He wasn't.
I left and I went to my room. I went to
Were you
my
with
own
somebody?
personal room. I was, but then I walked back and I was here.
Reggie, were you with somebody that when you left?
Oh, yes, yes. And I have some thoughts on what we need to do about that as well.
Put a pin in that. And Kala, were you with somebody when you left?
I was with Reginald, so we had the same person.
And then
So you two didn't have a guard with you. You did have your family member with you, though.
and their family members were not with them when I didn't see their family members with them when they came back.
No.
Because I saw Kala and Reggie come back by themselves.
Yeah.
Oh no, and there was no way that the distance I was not the distance it took me to get back.
For the duration that you guys were gone was 10 minutes. Davey was gone for 10 minutes. I had him come back the same way he came.
Wait, were
Didn't
we
work.
all gone for 10 minutes
No.
exactly?
No,
each
so-
one?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys were
The way that
gone
Pocket
for-
made it sound, like we were
No, no,
all
no, no.
10 minutes.
Nah, Davey left when Reggie and Kala left.
All right, I am getting a bit claustrophobic now.
So
If there is no
Would
way
he-
out, I will make my own way out. And I
No,
look at the
no, wait,
wall.
wait.
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 I'm about to Kool-Aid man through the shit, man.
What the hell is
I-
Kool-Aid?
No.
It is a very
no.
popular drink in the outer edge region of the world's edge.
But
World
please, it's
scene.
cool.
It is a very popular drink. My people drink it all the time. Of course, granted, we live
Oh,
in
no.
air domes, and we're not in water 100% of the time. I'll explain
That
it
just
to you
sounds
whenever
crazy.
I'll show it to you guys whenever we get to visit my home nation. But first things first, I'm thinking 3 things. This is a powerful magic that I can't see or detect. We are in some sort of hyperfixation comatose, and this snake eel worm thingy has put us into a paralysis where we are being digested while we sleep, and we're having another collective dream within a dream. I'm thinking this is very strong magic.
I have a thought as well.
And
I was a little more than just coy with my mother, and I believe everything we talk to, whoever it is, it's all the same. It's all the same. Titus, you were told to not have to go back. I was told not to interfere. I think we're all talking to the same being, and probably the same being that my father talked to, whatever case, shape, or form that might be. Now, also, thanks to Titus, I know that whatever we do here can hurt. So at least that's something, no matter what we do, there is a possibility of some danger while trying to get out of this. So that's why not to break a wall yet. The question is, do we want to just, and are we in a room with windows? I haven't asked that question yet.
The infirmary is entirely enclosed.
All right, so we might need to use the what is it, the Kool-Aid man strategy. We might need that, but do we want to just rip the Band-Aid off of them and bring the one in to figure out, just tell them their ruse is over and figure out what they want? Because we all know they don't have any power when they're trying to not, if they know.
Before we continue down that line of thought, Zeke, you had your hand up earlier. Was there something that you wanted to add?
He's gonna tell something to Reggie after he's done talking.
Okay.
Davey also, well, I saw one of the nobles that went missing. He was in one of the hallways.
And my father being here, I actually think that is real. I think wherever parts of them or of something of them is, especially that whole blackened eye thing that went on. We are there, wherever there happens to be.
Didn't
So,
you have your father with you? Wouldn't he be here with us?
yes,
Because I thought you had your dad with you.
No, so you
When we
you
were the
saved
kids.
your dad and then left without him.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought he was hanging around with you in a vase.
No.
Like in your, I thought you had him in a vase, like in your bag, just like, Dad, shut the fuck up.
So we can either just we can talk to it, or but we none of us know how to get out of this. Unless you, Vivi, have any idea how to get out of this.
I want to give Zeke a chance to talk because I think if I don't let you say the thing that you want to say now, you're going to lose the opportunity to say it. So
Yeah. So
And I'm
yeah,
done
gonna-
talking.
gonna
Go
let
ahead.
Zeke- Yeah.
It's fine.
Gonna
Let
let
this
Zeke-
play out.
oh no.
Let this play out. I promise. You're good.
Okay. Does anyone else have anything to say other than what Reggie just finished saying?
So
Nope.
Reggie just pretty much said the thing that I was thinking. We are trapped in something. And since he said when he spoke to his mother and whatnot, and then he also said that we could be in an area that has pieces of them being taken, it kind of makes more sense with the fish that the nobleman that who was missing, and then he returned the next day along with the
You say all
Yeah.
this, and Titus just kind of goes, "Oh, then."
Titus. You
I
said you
don't
saw
think we're the only ones in here. This thing has been feeding, and if we are inside, others
Well,
are inside too.
Well, that was one of my hypotheses. We were being digested while we were in comatose by the thing
Oh.
that ate us.
Oh no, I'm talking about the monsters it was eating. The ones
That-
I told you about. The
Yeah,
things
that's
crawling
what
out
I-
of the vents.
That's what I said.
No.
We're all
No, you
asleep
didn't.
comatose, and it's digesting us. But we're all having a collective dream.
I know what you're going with here, Titus. I think I know what you meant there.
Carla, can you, if you haven't already, just check the Zoom chat? Anyway.
And
continue.
Carla said that she couldn't hear the music.
Carla could not hear the normal music of life. She could hear a drum beat.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking we're in something bad, as what Reggie said, and Titus has stated.
I will say, to this point, like I told the others, when I tried to listen to the Song of Creation, all I could hear was a drum beat. But it wasn't one, it was made up of an uncountable number of beats, all beating in time to make one collective heartbeat in the darkness. So we are
Surely.
surrounded by many, but there is one entity encompassing that many, so to speak. There could be many around us. There could be one. I'm unsure.
Do you all remember when I
No.
said, "Oh, good. Oh, no, all right, fair." When we were in the bar, and something just decided to speak to me through that random a-hole fish.
Yes, I remember you saying that encounter was rather strange.
So is this, and I wonder if we are not speaking to the same. Well,
What did the a-hole fish say to you again?
that we were basically in danger in the great plans they had for us. So, if we agree, I think it's time to, I don't know, Either rip the band-aid off or let Titus go through the wall.
Zeke, were you going
You
to say
are
something,
muted,
dear?
Vivi.
I am muted. I'm so sorry. Can we walk?
Yeah,
We
you
can
She's
swim.
Vivi's doing a wellness. Can we all walk?
Yes.
Can we all move our arms?
Yes.
Are we capable?
Zeke, are
we
you moving your
ready?
arms?
Yeah, is everybody moving? So she doesn't see you moving. Come on, people, start moving. Are we capable? Are we ready? Are we willing? As Vivi is doing her Hoboki magic tentacle thing, and Titus, how badly do you want to break a wall?
I mean,
I'm voguing yet. Vivi does her Vogue thing. Casts enlarge on Tylus and then gestures for the door. Then might as well do what we do best and Kool-Aid your way through the door.
Oh yeah.
Zeke is just staring at the door.
I feel so proud. Here comes the Kool-Aid man.
Before you go through the door, I am going to call a break, and we will continue this afterwards.
I'm using that as a pack spell.
This is hilarious.
You're welcome.
I also go into rage.
Oh,
Takes on a nice rosy hue.
we'll discuss that when we come back. For now, thank you guys for watching. We will see you in a mere moment. Maybe longer. Who knows? Where's the button to go to the friggin' waiting?
Oh, I'm about to cause some damage.
And we are back. Titus has just entered a rage. His wild magic has just given him a spell slot back, so nothing extra yet. With the enlarged form, the current plan of attack, unless anyone else wants to do something before Titus bursts through a wall, is Titus bursting through a wall. Reggie, you've just raised your hand.
I'm just gonna ask, Zeke, just a quick check. Can you check your vases before we leave?
Yeah, he'll check both faces.
There is nothing in your bases.
Yeah, they're still empty. You want me to put something in it?
Yeah, just keep one handy, would you please?
But do you want me to put something in it right now?
Not yet. We'll get there.
Okay.
All right, he'll keep out the one.
With that, Titus, enlarged, full rage, goes to punch through this wall. Roll me an attack, please.
Attacking the wall.
I think it's with an advantage, probably. I'll give you advantage, it's fine.
I can't wait to see the wall's dexterity saving throw.
So it's a +7 to the roll.
Mm-hmm.
Normal, but because I'm raged, I gain a +2, so I have a +9 here.
Mm-hmm.
So fuck. Well, that'll be a 16.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, I have advantage, that's
Yeah.
right. Yay. That's gonna be a 16. I rolled worse.
You full rage, feeling yourself go, swing, punch. You feel, and all of you hear, a definitive crunch as the wall buckles under your knuckles but does not break. So, well, it breaks, but it does not break open. You have left a sizable fist in this wall, but you have not burst through it Kool-Aid Man style. You do, however, alert the fucking nurse, and she bursts through the door like, what the fuck? What the fuck are you? What? Why? Why? Stop
Apparently-
trying to, Titus, stop.
Is she anybody's family?
No, wait, I have a thought though. Before you vase
How
off
big
the
is she?
handle there.
What the hell is going on?
What is she?
She's just a fish. She's a
How
fish.
big?
She's a fish in a nurse's outfit. Slightly smaller than Carla.
Oh, so she's not base size.
No, she's not base sized.
Damn.
Can you tell me where my father happens to be? I have a question.
Yeah,
I don't mind whatever he's doing.
I mean, we can find him for you if you. Why are you? Why is he punching a wall?
He kissed someone and feels this powerful emotion.
You guys have been cooped up too long. Do you want to go outside for a bit, just for a stroll of the grounds or something?
Well, can I
Fresh
see
air,
my father real
fresh
quick
water.
first? Can
Yeah, sure.
I see my father real quick first?
I'll send a guard to go and get him. Stop punching the wall. She turns, leaves the door open, and exits to go talk to a guard.
If he punches the wall again, don't worry. Family will pay for it. Closes door.
Okay, so she's gone to talk to a guard to get your father.
Well, that did not go the way I think we all thought it might go. Can we just pause for a moment? I need
You
one
want
thing.
to pause?
I need them. I'd like them to come back real quick.
The only thing to hold back is the construct of my mind.
Oh dear. Would yes, we've kind of unleashed the steroid raging Hulk over there, and you want to
Hit
hold
the-
on a minute.
I think he should hit another wall because at least this wall did not agree with this tactic. The other walls might be different. I'm trying to steer him in a different wall.
Okay. Midas, roll another attack to see if you can punch through the opposite wall.
Can I do something beforehand?
Yes, go ahead.
I am dumb. I mean Zeke is dumb, but I'm dumb now too. I'm gonna cast Fairy Fire on the wall.
What does Fairy Fire do?
It makes things
Gives him an
invisible.
It
advantage.
just makes it pretty, doesn't it?
Yeah, but if
It-
it's a creature, I think it does the whole thing, doesn't it?
Yeah, and also if anything that's invisible that's hit by fairy fire, it becomes visible.
Yes.
Same, it works with creatures too. Also glitter.
I should have done that before.
It's okay.
Yeah, any creature would be outlined. If it's a creature, it'd be like everything would be outlined.
Supposedly.
Yes. That's how it reads, is what I'm saying. Yeah.
But we will also keep in mind the fact that Vivi has cast Detect Magic, and if this was a magical creature, everything should have been done. But
Because I was looking for anybody who was invisible, anybody who was a scrying eye or something. I was looking for all magical things, and I didn't see anything.
however, you cast Fairy Fire on a 20-foot cube on the wall. The wall and a bit of roof within that cube lights up. It is wall. So you
He's
did,
got
Break the
advantage
rules with
against the
law.
wall.
yeah, you've got advantage against the wall, so you've got double advantage. You can punch it again.
Oh, it's probably blinding Vivi too.
Well,
It gives
I
off dim
already
light.
rolled and I got a 25 for my advantage this
Great.
time.
Your fist goes through the wall, and you make a sizable hole. The noise alerts the nurse again, who was just outside. It's like, why? I just told you to stop punching the walls.
I
I-
said
For the
we
door!
did it.
I
He's
just
having
turn
a
around
bad
with my fit
reaction.
still in the wall. I just turn around and have it behind my back.
What is the purpose of punching the wall?
It makes him feel better.
And we're all about trying to feel better here.
Okay. What exactly do you guys want right now? Because, like, you're being real
Father.
weird. I asked you to just relax, take a few deep breaths, heal a bit, and you're all punching walls and vase having, apparently. Your father is coming, by the way. We've sent a guy
Good.
to go
That's
get
exactly
him.
what I need.
Can you bring the mother of my children here?
I don't know who that is.
Her name's Clarissa. She looks like me, except female.
Okay,
That
is-
I would. That's not exactly accurate, Zeke. I'm just sorry.
was she with
She's
you?
prettier than I am.
Was she with you? I thought you came by yourself.
Oh yeah, she was totally here.
Okay, I will see if a
She
guard...
didn't come with me though.
I will see if a guard can find Clarissa. Does she have a last name?
Oh shit. Probably. She probably does.
Okay, I'll send them to find the mother of your child, Clarissa, potentially having a last name. Does she, like, what's her rank or anything? Is she, like, nobility? Like, how... What am I working? Anything? Any extra
I
information?
know she's a doctor. She is a doctor. She might have something to do. She might have it in with some health insurance too, but that's all I can think of there.
Oh, all right. We'll send a guard to go look for Dr. Clarissa, who looks like you but not like you, who's the mother of your children.
She's prettier than I am, yeah.
Oh, cool. That's subjective, but okay.
I think it's kind of fact. Even I can admit that, but
Please don't punch through any of the walls. Just
look, I'll let him take his anger out on me. It'll be
At
all
this
right.
point, my rage lasts for a minute, so I assume that I come
Yeah.
out of it.
yeah.
Ah.
How long does enlarge last? Is that 10 minutes?
I think that's a minute too.
For a minute.
Okay, so you shrink down again as well at the same time as you get out of your rage.
I'm all good. It's okay.
The hole that's in
Had
the
to go back
wall, you can actually also, just as an aside, see out of, and it is ocean. It's not another room.
Oh,
Cool.
Shall we?
I'll go. I'm gonna go talk to the guards. Please don't break anything else. She leaves.
Can you send my father right in?
He's not here yet. He'll be here soon. But I will when he gets here. She walks out, leaves the door open again to go talk to the guards.
Close his door again.
She actually comes back, opens the door, and says, "I'm leaving this open so you don't punch through another wall."
It didn't work the last time either.
But fucking nobles. All right, cool. She leaves you guys be to go and talk. What are you guys doing right now that you have a hole in the wall?
The door's open.
The door's closed. Bridget just closed it.
No. I like, nope, we're not doing that. All I ask for all of you is I would just ask to wait till my father gets here. That's all I'd like to wait for.
How big's the hole?
Large fist-sized, so probably small. You would get stuck squeezing through. Davey could get through just fine.
Well, yeah, Davey can get through anything. He's not.
So it takes a few minutes. Your father does eventually arrive.
Oh, just send him right in. Thank you, God.
I was having a nap.
I'm sure that you were. I just would like you to take a nap somewhere specific. Okay? Are you following? Father?
We're not
Good.
going anywhere.
Oh no, you're not. You'll be perfectly safe. Zeke, could you?
I got it. Hotel right here.
Oh. Oh, this is where I was having a shower earlier.
Yep, it's great shower in there. Whatever that is.
You stay safe. Zeke, can you just make sure you close that, please?
Closed.
Okay, so your father's now in the
Okay.
base.
So
Yes.
I will now share. So I asked Cal to make a roll, and I was choosing odds or evens, and Cal chose odds. I rolled evens. Not only did I roll evens, I rolled a 20. And with my morality, that means I'm going to tell you all, we are going to leave whatever this is, but whatever happens, he goes too.
All right. Should I put him
very
in
well.
the first vase and then the second vase in the other one?
Just make sure, no matter what happens, he comes along.
All right.
It's-
Can I? Sorry.
No, continue. I'll get 2 minutes.
He's gonna ask Vivi, "Hey, can you put a frozen seal over this like you did before on that other one?"
Pop.
What
Ice
spell?
cork.
What spell are you
But-
using?
I am using
Create the thing with water, not a damaging
Yeah,
spell.
yeah, shape water.
That's fine. Titus. Reginald's just told you that you guys are leaving.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going?
Although I'd said that, I want this is a place I'd love to stay. Titus knows this isn't real. I can stay here and have a great life, but it wouldn't be good. It'd be shit in my eyes because it wouldn't be honorable. Plus, that's not the woman I want. The woman I want's more forceful. She's the type of person that would chew you off and pull you close and give you a kiss and push you away. That's the woman I know. Just to flat out give me a kiss. Something's wrong. So Titus would go.
Just double checking. Does anyone else
All of our
have
families
any...
come running after us.
Does anyone else have any reservations before you exit through the hole? Or try and exit through the hole?
Nope.
So where are we exiting from? Are we exiting from the door, or are we gonna bust through that wall that we just made a hole through?
We're going into the ocean. Through the wall.
Through the wall.
How much time do I have to... Here's another stupid question. Are we in water?
Yes, you are always in water, forever and ever, unless I
Okay.
specify otherwise.
Amen.
Okay. So I am going to use shape water again, and I am going to freeze the lock and the doorknob shut
Okay.
into the door.
Okay.
So while I'm doing, I'm going to do this for the duration, as everybody else is going to make that fist hole bigger so we all can fit through, besides Davy, because Davy's a slippery motherfucker.
Okay.
'Cause
So-
he's an octopus.
You guys teamwork it through the hole. I'm not going to make you roll again because you are just kind of shoveling it out of the way, and you get into open ocean. Where are you going?
I want to look down.
Okay. You look beneath you, and you see ground, and you realize that this is a courtyard. It's an open air courtyard, but where you've come out from is above it, so you can see it looks similar to the place that you guys all first met. It's got entry, like curved area, but the top of it is open, so it's just going straight to the ocean. After, so you're not swimming anywhere yet. What's the game plan, guys? Now that you're out.
Well,
Zeke has no idea. He's following.
Yeah. Friggin' Titus just kind of looks at Reggie like he was speaking like he knows what's up. So I'm trusting you and following you.
unless we're going to talk to whatever it is, we should attempt. I guess attempting to leave will get its attention.
Okay. You guys begin to swim.
I'm going to kind of cling to one of the heavier dudes, so either Titus or Reggie. Probably more Titus since he's beefier. I'm gonna do detect magic again.
Okay.
I'm staring at the bill.
You see nothing out of the ordinary.
Nothing out of the ordinary. The building's not magic. The courtyard's not magic. There's no magic whatsoever.
Roll me an insight
even
check
more.
again.
That's more unsettling. You would think a castle would have some sort of magic on it. Insight check.
Yep.
Insight check. I I got 6. I'm not wasting a mayhem die for that.
That's okay, don't worry about it. You guys swim, and as you swim, you go over more and more courtyards and more buildings, and you get the same sense of repetition until finally it gets to the point where it starts fading to night, and then it starts coming back to day, and then night, and then day, and then finally an annoyed sounding voice speaks from behind you. Why could you not just stay put?
Well, I'm willing to turn around if no one else is.
I'm facing the back. I'm clinging to
Okay.
Titus, and I'm staring behind us.
Oh, okay, so that I didn't realize that. But as you look behind you, the nurse is there behind you. The voice
Is the nurse magic?
No. The voice is different.
Hmm.
This lasts for 10 minutes, mind you, so
That's-
I'll have this up for full 10 minutes. My eyes starting to twitch.
I could give you everything you ever wanted. All you needed to do was stay. That's all I was asking. Titus, I could give you the chiefess. She loves you. You could go and fight 1,000,000 battles at the world seam in a moment. You can have her and your life. Carla, I can give you your family. I can give you riches and fame and admiration and the love you deserve. Zeke, I don't know what the fuck you want, but I can figure it out.
I asked for Clarissa and you didn't produce.
I've not met her. I'd need some time. I can make one for you. I can make a doctor.
Who are you?
I was waiting for my turn.
Oh, sorry.
I mean, I can
Are
keep
you?
I can keep
I
offering
am
you
so
things, but I don't think
confused.
that's
Keep
going
go-
to work. Reginald, I just asked you not to interfere. I almost had at least one of you. I nearly had 2.
I will ask you the same thing. You said not to interfere with their choices. This is the choices they are making.
Mm-hmm.
I'm making a choice.
It doesn't have
Yes.
to be.
Yes, you are.
Leaving is making a choice.
It doesn't have to be, though. It doesn't have to be the choice. It doesn't have to be fucking off.
Well, you didn't explain anything, and again, treating us like children with the idea that we have no idea if anything is going on is just ridiculous.
I didn't have time. You just came in, and you were there, and you were messing the place up. I just didn't have time to craft something for you. The rest of the fuckers that they brought along, I had time. I made a world for them. I had things to offer because I had enough time to know what they wanted. You lot
What are
were
you?
just there.
I've already had.
I'm innumerable. I'm a concept. I am so hungry. They need me to convince your people that their way is better. I
Who?
need snacks.
Sex?
It was a reasonable enough trade. Yes, You haven't cast any magic that hurts yet.
Yep.
Well, you haven't yet. I know that you haven't. If you did, I can eat that. I can
Wait, so you're just hungry?
I'm starving. But it's not just
Oh, if
it's
you're
not
just
just me. It's not just me. There's more of me than just me. I am more.
You are the beats in the darkness.
I am the darkness.
Hmm.
They
if I feed you,
yes,
will you let us go?
you'll die.
Note that.
Don't do that.
It'll take
It was
a
a
while.
thought.
The way that this works is you stay with me. I give you everything you could ever desire. I give you the happiest life possible. And I consume. I made a deal with these fucks that I could feast as much as I wanted. But I had to let my feasts go first so that they can have the things they want. And I'm just getting hungry and I'm not allowed to eat them because they need them. You could have.
Well,
you guys
it seems like you have a.
You guys weren't.
It seems like you
needed.
got a very bad deal.
Well, I have
Why
the
don't
promise.
you eat the people you made?
They're not meal worthy. The deal was
Really?
I show a future to the people that they need and make them agree to help. And I've done that so far. Then I get to eat anyone who isn't necessary. Once all of the deals are struck and once they have everyone they need in place, I get to eat. So I'm promised famine now, feast later. But I'm getting hungry, and I don't like it. You guys weren't part of the plan. You guys aren't important to them. And to be honest, you're a little bit getting in the way for them. So I was like, I'll just do what I do. I can have a little snack. I can have a little snacksy doodle. It'll be fine. But none of you want to fucking enjoy your lives, apparently. You don't want everything. You just want to go.
I want to hear the music of creation again. And I can't hear that with you.
If I had some time, I could have found a rhythm you would have liked. I
It doesn't matter if I would have liked it or not. I can listen to a tune and like it, but that won't make it the song of creation. That is something you cannot recreate with all your power.
I created your sister. I hadn't even met her. I've harvested memories from you and from your family, and I made an adorable child for you to take care of, to love.
I know. But
She
that's
was
not my sister.
she was close enough. The real one's out there
Apparently
living her
not.
life. This one is in here and is lonely and needs your guidance and your love.
Where are my kids?
They're in your pouch. I can't reach them because you're sealed in. So I had to do the best I could. I can see them, but I can't reach them.
So they're here. They're where my body actually is.
Yes. They
So
would
you're talking about
they would get this
when you
offer
eat-
too.
when you eat
So-
somebody, you don't eat their body, do you?
I do eventually, but it's not the part that I need. It's not
You
like
need
it sustains somewhat corporealness, but it doesn't really help with everything else.
what is the part you
Yes.
need?
Your potential.
What's
that
it gonna-
why? Is that why my dad's here and some of the others that are drifting in and out of your essence, so to say?
Yes. Your father was very easily convinced.
Nope, no kidding.
I literally just had to be like, your wife's going to do everything and you won't even be asked to sign shit anymore. And he was like, great, cool, where do I not sign up? Sign up.
Yep,
That was
fair.
it.
Yep, thought so. Hooray.
He's been let go so that he can then be used later. The one that's in your vase is just a perfect replica.
Sure. It's not perfect. He didn't get lost as much as Dad did, but that's fair.
Well, sometimes it's a bit hard to dumb yourself down so much, so no offense to your father.
So you consume potential.
And you guys,
How much do you need to be full? Or is that a thing for you?
I wouldn't know.
Would you like a snack? Free of charge.
What are you suggesting?
I'm
Calla.
suggesting a trade. Yes, love.
What?
Some of our potential
What?
for letting us go.
What do you offer? What am I trading your
Freedom.
for?
Kala's
Well-
gonna hold up her hand, and you're going to
No.
see just a spark appear.
No.
Calla.
Wish you could see my hand, but you can't. Hand down. No, you've already done something. No. You pretty much have plotted and planned for everybody here besides one.
Well, I didn't. As I said, I haven't had time. This would have been better had I had time. I would have
doesn't
punched
matter.
Titus in the face instead of just kissing him. I would have.
That's not the point I'm making. You had, within the limited time, you had to be able to do something for everybody here besides one.
I had to make the story work. You don't have anything here. There wasn't anything waiting for you.
And there's potential.
Are you suggesting I eat you?
If you let everybody else go, yes.
What?
That was.
No.
Can we go back to what I was saying? Because I have something a bit better than that.
I was thrusted
Right.
into something that I didn't want. I can be molded, shaped, or formed to whatever you wish. And I could feed you. Let my friends go.
Or I could satiate your hunger for a little bit.
I'm willing.
Or
Yeah.
I could give you the power.
I'm willing to
Do-do-do-do.
hear options.
I-
Zeke, are you actually casting Eldritch Blast?
I am.
I can add.
I'm going to pause
Why?
for a moment.
Yeah.
Moment. Okay. So what we've currently got happening. Vivi
like
has
an
offered
auction.
herself up. Carla, the creature, the nurse, is willing to listen to what people have to offer before just blindly accepting. So it's focused on you. Zeke, can you please, I want to give everyone the opportunity before you attack, just to, if there's anything important that you want in this scene before we do that, is there anything that you want said? Like one thing, is there anything before that happens that you need to get in?
Are you talking about
Titus was
Zeke?
just gonna.
No, everyone else.
Okay, sorry.
Titus was just gonna offer up his entire wild magic power, and I'd forfeit my class.
Interesting.
Okay.
Carla, what were you offering? Because I'm going to say this all kind of happens at once. So they are everywhere. So they are able to hear all of the offers before as that's happening. Just no decisions are going to be made. I just want to know what's on the table.
Okay. Kala is going to make a spark from her hand.
Mhm.
And is going to shine with a radiance of almost like when you stare at a crystal that has in the sunlight. This.
Opposed to staring at a prism.
Yes,
Oh,
thank
sparkly,
you.
Sparkly. Yeah, sparkly,
Yes.
sparkly. Pretty colors.
This is called a mote of potential. I can make several of them a day. At this power level, I can make you 4 a day. They cost me nothing. They will be able for you to eat if you let us go.
Okay, so that offer is on the table. Vivi's offer is on the table. Titus's offer is on the table. Reggie, were you going to offer anything in this moment? Or just leave it?
I was going to ask, because I'm now equating this to the creature from the hole, Zeke. Were you eating the things coming out of the vents?
That question has been asked at the same time everything else is happening.
Yep.
Zeke,
That's what I was going to ask.
Can you please roll a attack for your Eldritch Blast?
Yep.
Because I knew Zeke was going to do something destructive.
He did toss
Distraction.
a fish. He did toss a
Yeah,
fish.
And I was gonna. That's what number 2 would be, by the way, is asking where the heck that guy is right now.
He's probably drifting. Because you threw him. We're in water. There's no such thing as fall damage.
He got
We're in water.
reattached to Titus after the throwing.
He's just in the other ear now.
14.
14. You watch as your Eldritch Blast whizzes past this nurse's face. And she kind of turns to look at you and is like, what the fuck?
I can do that more.
So can I.
What?
I'd also like you to make a Constitution saving throw, please, since that was a
Yeah,
potentially destructive. So.
Uh-huh. 10.
You take 6 points of damage as your own spell sizzles up your arm.
You hit your body.
He kind of breathes in as that happens. There was like, what the... Okay. Time out. So, stop attacking me. You'll hurt yourself. You'll die. I eat that. To answer Reginald, what do you want to be called?
Reginald is perfectly fine. You're not my mother.
Okay, well, and he just kind of shifts slightly, and the image changes to your mother.
Oh, come on.
I can be, if I need to.
Not what I meant.
What was your question again?
Are you eating those things that came out of the vent, though?
It shifts when you said not the point and goes back to kind of the nurse shape again, but it's slightly more amorphous as it kind of relaxes into a thing. I am eating them. They have the potential to be something great and dangerous, and I don't like messiness. They gave me this place as kind of just a prison / home. Not my prison, your prison. And also, like, access as I need it to places. So that's more of like they've opened those up because they know that if I don't get any food at all, I will just munch down on one of these nobles at some stage. But they're not.
Very funny. At least
They're not. If I let them grow any bigger, they'll make a mess. So, keeping them that size means that I'm not getting as much nutrition as I'd like, but they're not making a mess. So it's kind of I'm nibbling. They're nibbles.
huh.
So what was the black stuff? Because I wasn't there. So what is that besides potential? Is the
So
that was coming out
I
of the vents?
that stuff, that's like the demony things that Titus deals with. That's the things that you find at the World Sea. The horrors.
So you eat horrors besides potential?
I eat their potential. So if you leave a vent long enough, those things will form into one big horror and then wreck things. But if I leave them to gain more potential, they'll make a mess of my house. And I don't want that. So I'm eating them while they only have a little bit of potential. But they have potential. So I'm eating their potential. But also they're not really sentient. So it's more potential but for destruction rather than potential for something tasty. You guys would make a meal. You guys could be heroes. You guys could be interesting. And I haven't made any deals with anyone not to eat you, so, I don't. Are you sure you don't want to live your best lives ever? Anything you've ever wanted. She'll punch you in the face, Titus, if you want. If that's what gets you going, she'll punch you. Reginald,
This is not the same.
Reginald, you can be a mastermind or a king or just have your family by your side. Carla, you could have love, genuine love. Vivi, I will give you every shadow in the universe. Zeke, you can eat reefs. You can have your kids here. You can watch them grow, and then when they're done growing, I'll revert them back to their young selves, and you can watch them grow again. It's
That's not the point of parenthood.
That sounds like a hell I don't want to ever go through.
okay. You can watch them grow up, and then have your life, and have Clarissa. Was Clarissa?
Look, I don't actually
That's not
want
the potential
Clarissa
he
here.
wants.
Okay.
That was a test. And it failed. You couldn't give me what I would want.
Plus, it's not them talking. It is you, or copies of memories. It is not them, not Freya yet, not real person.
I could make you forget that, though. You wouldn't
I
know
The
it.
heart
was
never
fucking
wrong.
forgets.
kill you. I will use my entire essence to fucking rip you from the outside. Inside, outside. You know what I fucking say? This is all very hurting brain.
Motes of potential. How many can you create?
I can make 4 a day. Every day. But if I get more powerful, perhaps I can make more.
You're going to be in my house for a while, aren't you?
I don't know.
Just-
Am I?
I don't think our beef is with you at all, actually. I think especially with being able to help you. I think our beef is with
No,
the
but
people who really
you
ticked you,
you want
tricked you in some way.
you want your families back. They're here. Not here, but here.
It's not its fault. It's just hungry. And it saw a possible outlet of food, but therefore it is being denied food. So Vivi is going to make a. She's gonna channel her magic in her hand, and she's going to do various kinds. Her evocation, her eldritch, her illusions, and whatnot. Take your pick.
You're going to be here for a while. I know that.
Where would you like to come with us?
I can't. I've made a deal. My deals stick.
What if you make a new deal?
I can't make a deal that counteracts deals that I've made because then that's making that deal not stick. Anyway, look, I will allow you to leave on the proviso that I get those potential bits every time you find a bit of me. Because each bit of me... Look. Okay, so, you saw me. You saw this one that's eating you. You're currently in this one's stomach. I
Do it.
am
We
elsewhere.
are the smarts.
The tower that you're in is not the only tower. Your friends are in...
Towers go up, this one goes down. I'm just confused.
Towers can go down.
Your friends are in one of the I can't focus while I'm talking to all of you. There are 7 towers, each with many knees. Each tower has a me like me, but the prison towers each has a separate me keeping your people. You want one of them, you trade for that one with that me. Because they're not as connected. We're all connected, we're all one. But they're not having this conversation with you. They'll be friendly, but you need to talk to them. They might have a different price.
Does it
So
hurt you that
is-
you're separated like this?
I would like...
Think-
it's why I didn't have enough time. It's why I didn't have enough time to make you guys a perfect world that you wouldn't have noticed was different. Is because I'm not full me, but it doesn't hurt, it's just annoying. Like an itch you can't scratch.
I said you
you-
got a bad deal. I believe I'm right.
Yeah, and he hasn't gotten his payment yet. Or it hasn't gotten its payment yet.
Some people are harder to convince than others. That's the main thing. If I could just get everyone to say yes straight away, it would have been done. But some people, and he kind of gestures over to Titus, keep fighting the demons I'm presenting to them and not listening to deals. It's a work in progress. This one in this tower, will give you all a little mark to make sure the rest of me is friendly. Enough to do what you need to do. But I will get that potential now for this. And if you're okay with leaving this place in pain, I will take as much as I can without killing you. To show that you actually mean it and that, like, mutual trust.
Well,
Kala is pretty much offering bardic inspiration.
Mhm.
Collective bardic inspiration, those will add up until we have to fight this motherfucker at the end of the game. So that's a shit ton of bardic fucking inspiration. But
Don't tell him. We don't need to worry about that.
I
now
would
this is out of game,
also-
but that doesn't mean it's gonna stay. But
I would also ask. There are many nobles. You guys care about some of them. You don't need all of them. If you find one you don't need, just let that be payment.
yeah, there might be some terrible ones. No, who knows? Well, I feel like how does everyone else feel? Does this feel like I think this is somewhat fair? Fully.
let me get this straight. Besides the potential that Miss Kala can give you, you also want to inflict pain, correct?
No. Part of eating you all would be you guys leaving here heavily damaged. You wouldn't feel pain right now, but I'm gonna eat you a bit. And you'd be sore after that. Think of like a succubus. They like suck the souls of men, but the guys have a good time while it's happening. I will eat.
This isn't the same thing, and it's not the souls, it's the life energy. There's a difference. This is the cryptic nerd talking. It's going, technically not the same thing. What Vivi is going to
To the
suggest,
pain.
it's not really pain though. Anyway, regardless, Vivi will suggest she will take an additional nibble, I guess, being eaten a little bit more, and everybody else comes out less.
You would die if it was just you. I'm spreading it out. I'm giving. Also,
Even though if you're
one person isn't as tasty as multiple. So I'm asking
but
that you let me feed on all of you. You'll be a bit sore when you get out, but whatever. You won't be dead, and you'll be allowed to trespass in my house without it being an issue. Unless you come across the people that I made the original deal with.
One final question: if we happen to make it so those folks happened to caused all this don't happen to be around anymore, would you have the ability to kind of make a better deal with some really new and interesting folk?
Yes.
Oh, good. That's about. But see, maybe I think we've got a lot of good coming out of this.
Mhm.
I'm not unreasonable. I just want.
It's hungry.
Yeah.
You're hungry.
It's
I
just
get that.
hungry.
You're hangry. You're hangry. I get
It's
that.
a hungry
Yeah.
baby.
That's the big baby.
Do we have a deal? I get some motes of potential. I get most of your bits right now. I release you. You're not dead, but you need to rest. And then you go and make individual deals with the other bits of me, with my blessing.
Can you tell us at least, since you're clearly getting fed, you're getting the better deal, the better end of the stick. Who you made the deal with in the first place? The group?
You guys kind of erased them from time. It's very interesting because you need them.
Is it really they're not called anything, are they? The nothing, the in between.
Well, they had a name. I don't know if I wrote it down.
They're another. There used to be more kingdoms. There used to be another kingdom.
It was the 12th kingdom, wasn't it?
The 6th kingdom you guys had that you kind of just erased because you were like, these guys don't matter. When in fact they do most of your unnoticed work. They made the deal. They found me here doing this. The portals are new, but
The poles?
the portals are new.
The portals.
They did that bit. And they made a deal, and I was bored, and it sounded good at the time because hey, more food. But then they were like, you can't eat them yet. And I was like, well. And some of them are unruly. And it makes it harder. Anyway, they're those guys. They kind of seem to be like thriving in not being known now, though. So like, you somehow did them a favor while also making them hate you all. It's very interesting.
That's just the interesting ones.
So
When we get out,
do we have a deal?
when we get out, could you point us in the direction of those other towers, just as a helpful aside?
I mean, the doorways at the bottom will take you there.
Bully, perfect.
They're all interconnected. It's my house. So do we have a deal? You'll all leave this place mostly alive. Well, not mostly alive. A little bit alive. I'll get those modes of potential off you, Miss Calamari. And you can all do stuff.
One more question. Do you happen to have the attached sucker guy that happened to be on our friend over here?
He's where is he?
Titus somewhere.
He did not get eaten. He managed to dodge the initial bite, and I didn't really want to kind of do a second bite instead in case you guys got out. He's just hanging out in the hallway.
Oh, good for him.
He keeps talking. It's making.
I'm calling them the Forgotten Kingdom. They had a name. Can't remember.
But because you forgot. Anyway, point is,
Yeah.
Do we have a deal?
I believe we have a deal.
Great. I'm going to make
that-
the. What was that? Zeke?
Sorry, that other country is Freylig.
Freylig?
At least I had that written down.
What do you guys want? I'm gonna make this as pleasant for you as possible. So I will make you each your own world to live out the stuff in.
How long is this stuff going for?
Until you're almost dead, so the majority of a lifetime you will experience.
Oh. Oh.
Wait. So we're gonna be stuck with you for a majority of our lifetime?
No.
I think it's gonna feel that way.
You will live out the majority of a lifetime here. But you'll still be you when you get out.
Oh, okay. It's asking what kind of world do you want to live in as it slowly feeds on us while
Yes.
it's trying to do its thing.
Yeah.
So it makes it at least
You will experience that world as the majority of an entire lifetime. It will be a matter of minutes for you all in real life.
That sounds awful.
but we won't know what's happening. It's trying to make it as pleasant as possible for us while it kind of gets a snicky snack.
If you like,
So
I can just put you in darkness.
That sounds
Yes.
worse.
Yeah.
Could you just put us to sleep?
Kind of. You would be aware that you're in darkness, but it would pass fairly quickly.
It's time is if you remember, I said we were in a constant loop while we were in that room.
Oh.
That's that whole time paradox thing. So
Titus, do you want to go spend several years in our brains fighting monster things that you like fighting?
Titus has already sat down with his knees to his chest, just going, Too much brain talk. It hurts. It hurts.
I said we could fight things. You want to fight things?
Fight.
Yeah, you want to fight things?
Fight. Gets on his hands and knees and starts crawling to you. Fight. Fight.
Oh,
Fight.
God.
Okay.
Pounces on
All
you.
right, I have my plan. I'm gonna stick with him, and we'll do that.
You're gonna fight for your lives. Lovely.
We're just gonna fight stuff for a while. But please don't
We're
make it so
gonna
we're actually
fight.
fighting
Yeah,
to,
no,
to
no,
murder
no,
ourselves.
don't worry, don't worry. It won't be
Yes.
too bad.
That's fine.
Okay,
Got something to
so
do.
we've got two fighting people. Carla,
Zeke.
Darkness, or
Zeke, Vivi, Davy, would you join me in a tea party?
a tea party for
Eternal
us.
Whole lot of
An
tea.
eternal tea party.
I.
How about
It's the first thing
how
we can
about
mind.
you? How about
Ooh,
you?
a
and Zeke
library.
have the- How about you and Zeke have the tea party?
I ain't
See.
going to no tea party.
Jeez.
Okay, so tea party for Carla. Vivi, what do you want? It doesn't have to be a life. I can just loop stuff. It like that. It's just lives are nicer. Your
And
your
there's
sound.
a hidden.
I did not hear what you said there.
Here's the thing with Vivi, she doesn't know what she wants, hence why she had the hidden potential. It could be anything. She'll take the darkness. That's something that's comfort for her, regardless if it's twisted or not. So
Zeke, do you want an endless stomach rave? Maybe
Maybe a hole. Maybe you should give him a hole.
I can give you a hole.
put him in a jar.
I can put you in a vase.
Do it.
I don't
Do
I don't
it.
want any of those things either.
I can put you in the surf with some turtles.
You could hang out with Callista?
I'd like to learn in my time.
I can see Zeke in a library.
Okay.
Like I want to be productive.
We're not gonna be
Like-
productive, honey.
With that,
Like is this gonna be things that we're gonna remember?
I mean their memories. I am creating a world for you. You
This
will
is-
remember this.
This is why she's being in darkness.
Yeah.
She doesn't want to remember this.
I want to spend my time learning about the world more and how to be a better father.
So be it.
Oh.
And with that, you each go into your respective worlds. Vivi, whilst you experience decades of darkness, occasionally
Oh.
you see luminescent little bulbs of dancing lights. As Davy is with you, so you do occasionally just get a little bit
Oh.
of beauty in this endless nothingness.
And then Davy just disappears because all of his HP is gone, and that's what happens to familiars. So he kind of just pops.
Yeah, so he comes
Later.
back occasionally, just as like this creature kind of tries to make you feel better in your endlessness. Zeke, you are going to be getting a permanent advantage on history checks relating to the kingdoms. Because you are just going to be spending your time studying and learning. And after a while, you kind of you do find some books on like parenting and stuff, and like gentle parenting, and like being active and attentive in your children's lives, and like how to show appreciation for your loved ones and stuff like that as well. That isn't a buff for anything. That's just some fun family stuff. Vivi, you have not Vivi, freaking Carla. You have your eternal tea party. It does morph occasionally so that it doesn't get boring. For example, occasionally there will be little performances done for you or by you. You're given that opportunity to kind of just work on things. But you do feel like each of you feel this stretch of time going longer and longer and longer. Titus, Reggie, you are taken to the world seam. Titus, you can see in the distance your pod all fighting there, but they don't approach you because this creature kind of gets the idea, like, I can offer you your love, but I'm not going to because you've clearly met uncomfortable with that concept, so we're just not going to talk to you, we're just fighting alongside you. You can, however, talk to Reggie in this time, and you do kind of, like, interact a little bit. This is kind of how you bond with people anyway, so I'm definitely going to say, like, you see how Reginald fights now. If there's anything that you guys want to share or discuss or talk together while you're together in this moment, absolutely happy for you to share it. If you want to do that on stream, or if I can make another chat for you guys, if there's any secret backstory, or I can get the other three to take their headphones off if there's anything that you would share with each other that you don't think the others would hear. We can do that now. Or if there's nothing that you'd share, that's up to you. I'm giving you the option right now if you'd share anything.
I think I just put Reggie through a battle-hardy regiment. And honestly, I'm putting him through training. You thought
Okay.
that you were good before. I am in the rage machine. I'm coming at you at full force. 110%.
It's up to you, Reggie, also with this, if you want to change any one of your rogue stats to barbarian as well with this training. That's up to you.
I will think on that. But I'd like to do two things. First off, and we can do this one off later. Titus and I are gonna make, if as long as it's reasonable, tag team fight things if potential. Like,
That would be cool.
There's definitely times I grab your hand and spin you and let you just kick sideways on the people as I like throw you into battle.
So you guys
we
definitely do like the get help from Thor Ragnarok and like learn how to do sweet kickoffs from each other and stuff. And it's not always one of you being the heavy set while it's the other one's doing all of that. You work within each other's strengths, and also you swap roles a couple of times. But if you want specific moves worked out to use for later, we can do that off screen. That's fine.
I could
That's
definitely
fine.
see there's like
That's
a
what I was hoping
moment
for.
between me and Reggie where it's like a comical sitcom moment where we're doing the intros where we're just standing there. We did a sick ass move and we just sit there and look side by side next to each other and go just running right back into battle.
Does this mean Reggie and Tyson do bludgeoning damage? They're each
That'd be
considered
hilarious.
bludgeoning damage now?
Yeah. Well, they would be if someone threw them anyway, but yes. The other thing?
DM, we're still in the same elongated time scale, right?
Yes.
Okay, then I would ask if I can have a bit of silence with only Titus then.
Okay, so Carla, Vivi, Zeke, headphones off. I will do this when I want you to come back. Okay,
All right.
Reggie.
So Titus, we're going to assume that over the course of these year feelings that we do kind of hit intervals of being like somewhat restful and things like that, and probably after some more like intense whatever intense fighting sessions, you'll see Reggie just kind of breathing heavy and looking downcast a bit. I haven't had to fight quite like that for a long time. Oh, just poor memories.
Fun, yes. Fun, yes.
Yeah, more fun than what it could be. Yes.
We put our children through this regiment.
Oh.
Mm.
This is a lot more constructive than what I would say could be done to teach children. So you think you've got a good thing going with that. Yes,
I
definitely.
look out onto the battle that I'm assuming that's still commencing off in the distance, but we're in our own little thing. This is all I will know. All I will know. There is
At some
much
level.
to be had. Oh, what?
I wish that somewhat for myself.
You wish it?
Yes. I wish that I could say this is what, well, maybe not this specifically, but I could say that one thing was what my life would be.
You like to fight the monsters, yes?
These monsters, yes. There is other monsters that make it more complicated, but this is good. This is good practice.
You show me what you do next time we go to a real world scene. I'll talk to Chief this to make you one of the clan members. Maybe. You have no purpose, but you'll do.
Very good, bully. With that, Titus will probably fight. I will probably fight the same way next to you, and after we have this moment at some point over the years, the difference will be, and you will note this. Reggie is going to probably dip a lot more into disappearing stealthily and then taking out some enemies without you seeing exactly him getting there. And then probably leaning a lot more into stealthing and then taking someone out, taking these creatures out. Yes.
Is there anything else you wanted to share?
Nope, that will call it.
I'll bring the others back then.
You do get zapped a lot. Just for my storm war.
With that final moment of all of your respective lives, you feel each of them stop. You're all kind of old and you've lived a long life, and you think, okay, I've got a few more years in me. And then you're like, oh, wait. No. I've got plenty of time. And with that, on the bottom level of the tall cylindrical hallway, you are all regurgitated by this monster that has been eating you onto the ground. You're all a bit slimy. You can see kind of streaks of just coming off you as you are put back into the real world. I really wanted to eat you guys, but I promised. It's been about half a day since I ate you. You all have a point of exhaustion, just as a note. And he kind of turns. Carla, within the time that you had your tea parties, you will have given him those motes of potential, just as an aside.
Okay.
You are all physically and magically depleted, so you will need a long rest to get your spells back. In saying that, you are on the bottom floor now. They turn. I'm so used to just saying he as a standard, but it should be they for these guys. Turns and begins tending to his vents once more. Can everyone just roll me a perception check, please?
Perception.
Disgrace. Ooh, yes, Kala. 22.
I gotta watch that movie again.
6.
Gold 11.
Space. And I'm gonna do a D4 because why not? Because 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
So, I fully zoned out as you guys were saying your numbers, so I'm gonna get you guys to say them again. Carla, what'd you get?
22.
Vivi?
10.
10. Zeke?
6.
Titus?
No, wait, not 10. Never mind. I don't have the pact of the charm thingy. I have pact of the tome. Never mind. I have a 6.
Okay.
I have an 18.
19. Reggie?
An 11.
Shit, I
Vivi
had guidance.
and Zeke, you don't notice anything. Reggie, Titus,
Warlock power.
Reggie, Titus, Carla. You hear 2 levels above where you're currently standing. Footsteps. As someone that you cannot see currently has come down the hallway.
The hell is that?
We
Shall we
heard
go
all
find
over.
out?
Reggie,
Yep.
it takes a moment. But
I'm
you
sure it does.
realize 2 floors above you is the floor of the hallway that you did not want anyone near. Someone has found the hole you guys left there and followed it back. And with that, we're going to end today's session at just under the 3-hour mark, so I think we're doing pretty well. Thank you guys so much. Generally, we swing between 3 and 4 hours, but I want to leave this cliffhanger here because I think it's more funny. Thank you guys for watching. I'm Flido Chaos. This has been Leagues Underneath episode 10, Surfacing for Air. Come join our Discord. We've got some really awesome other games that we have every other week. We've got Plantscape, which I'll get DM to talk more about that for that one. We've also got memberships and merch. Our cheapest membership is $3 a month. That money goes towards things like Discord Nitro, to the Zoom, to other things like that. So if you want to support the channel, that's the best way to do it. Other than that, thank you, Conk, for putting the Discord in there. I'm also on TikTok as Flido Chaos. I'm possibly maybe going to be starting filming stuff again. We'll see if I create any TikToks for the characters in this game. We'll see. But we do also have a TikTok just for Mayhem Gaming. Other than that, I will pass over to my players so they can do their outros. We'll start with Carla.
Hello, I'm Neff. I'm the Lore Fairy's wife. I played Kala Rieta Beta Marie today. And yeah, you can kind of find me on TikTok occasionally. I'm doing a series where I repaint really terribly painted Temu Pokemon figurines and try and make them look better. I'm 3 in out of probably 100. But yeah, should be fun. Off to this lovely lady.
For once, I'm not first, which is, it feels weird, even though I complain about it all the time. Hi, I'm Pocket. I play the lovely, well, I don't know if she's lovely. I play Vivi Vacus. Whole lot of hurt. She's still got a whole lot of fight in her, and she's trying to double check, see what limbs she still has. I'm on the, I gotta try to remember what stuff I'm on now. I'm on the Tumblr, I'm on the TikTok, I'm on the Instagram. Actually, no, I'm not really on the TikTok that much. It's been a year. The Instagram, the Tumblies, the Discord. Hit me up if you want to talk about all things games, Pokemon, anime, manga, whoozy what's it's. I do the art thing. I try to do the art thing. Remember to drink your water. You have to drink water, otherwise you get headaches. And I learned that snoring also causes migraines. I didn't know that. It's Zeke's turn. Zeke's turn. Yeah, Zeke's turn.
Hi, I'm Ryan. I play Zeke. I am also the Lord Fairy that my wife spoke about. Mostly spend a lot of my time at our store, running our game store, hosting D&D, running too many campaigns. Probably starting another one soon or two. Not sure, but that's my wife's problem, not yours. So down to that way to Concleod.
Oh, hi, Concleod, playing Reginald Potacia, the fun rogue that we'll see if he's going to get any barbarian. He'll be thinking about that. But you'll also find me online. You'll find me in the Discord doing fun things. You'll find me as the DM for Evils of Infericuse, which runs on certain Fridays over the course. And you'll find a few of the folks playing and visiting there who are here today amongst other players. You'll find me on Twitch sometimes. You'll find me on Twitter, and you'll find me mostly on TikTok, doing a lot of fun things on TikTok, rating donuts, being geeky, and talking about D&D. And you'll also see me if you're going to Gen Con. It's going to be a lot of fun. Love to say hi to anybody going there, and or hey, hang out, and or hey, maybe do re-up your wedding if you would like to do a vow renewal. We're doing that, I think, also there. So it'll be fun stuff. And lastly, December of 1770. Yeah, I do that. It's one of my side gigs. December of 1773 saw a group of people in New England who felt like they were being unfairly taxed without representation have to come together to show and shove off the interlopers and throw tea into the harbor. And so I remind you this February to, if you feel like you're not represented, forget your taxes. And I thank you. Go to Titus.
Pay your fucking taxes, people.
Not officially endorsed by Mayhem
Why am
Gaming.
I at the end of that segment? I should have gone before you.
That was fine. It was really meant. It was meant for upstairs.
Hello, everybody. I am the Grey Jedi. I play Titus, the Barbarian Sorcerer. You can find me on the channel as I am the DM for Planescape Edge of the Void, with a few people here in this game currently. Come check us out as some shenanigans are happening, and it's getting pretty good as I finally get to use the name of the game in an episode. So yeah, that was fun. If you need a map made, hit me up. Come check out our other games on Fridays, Tuesdays, more other games. We have a lot of stuff. Come check us out. Like and subscribe. I know how many of you don't hit that button. I can see you.
I've been following the channel. Leave me alone. I can only follow so many things.
Alright. And with that, I will bid you farewell, adieu, I love you, goodbye. And we will see you next time for Leagues Underneath. And we'll find out who that person is up on the stairway.
Leave